current goal of yours is to eat healthier meals, but you find it unbelievably hard, then don't worry, I got you. Hey guys, what is up? My name is Taylor if you're new here. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing 5 quick and easy tips to start eating healthier. There may even be a bonus one, wink wink. So definitely stick around so you don't miss any of these important tips. And please remember that eating healthy doesn't mean you have to live without your favorite foods. It just means having them more in moderation. Like I still have pizza, pasta, french fries, ice cream, chips, you name it. And I still manage to live a perfectly healthy but balanced lifestyle. So I know you guys can too. Anyway, before we get right into the tips, definitely consider subscribing for more. I make tons of health and fitness videos to help you guys along your fitness journey. We are in this together, so I would love for you guys to join the fam. But yeah, without further ado, let's just get right into it. Kicking things off here with tip number 1, and that is to make it a mission to add a fruit or veggie to every single meal. This is always a goal of mine when I make my meals, and as you start to make that a habit, you can build on that and add more and more. It's also a really great idea to make a smoothie, another really great way to just get in a ton of fruits and veggies in a really delicious and quick way. And please don't be sleeping on those veggies. I know fruit is really delicious, but you can make veggies taste so good if you just fry them up in a pan with olive oil, salt, pepper, garlic powder, and it's super simple. It takes like 5 minutes and they just turn out so good and crunchy if you don't cook them too long. That's what I do. But yeah, that's just a really easy way to start incorporating more healthy foods into your diet. Okay, this is one of my favorite tips that has helped me so much, and that is to start by making healthier versions of your favorite meals. I'm just gonna let you know right now that Pinterest will be your new best friend. There are so many amazing recipes on there, and it's so easy to look things up. Like you literally just type in healthy pasta recipe, healthy cookies recipe, healthy pancakes, and so many recipes will pop up that have way more minimal and clean ingredients. It is just way more guilt-free to know that your meal is made with better ingredients. And the best part is sometimes the meal is so delicious that you think you ate an unhealthy meal, but it was actually healthy, and it's literally the best thing ever. And you may be wondering, will it be as delicious as the unhealthier version? I mean, they're not going to taste exactly the same. They're not made with the same ingredients, but that doesn't mean they're not both delicious in their own ways, and your body will thank you for fueling it with healthier ingredients. You'll just feel so much better after. This tip applies to snacks as well. So you're going to look for healthier alternatives. So maybe for chips, you sub popcorn, or maybe carrots and hummus. I would highly recommend that you check out my Trader Joe's grocery hauls because I buy healthier versions of snacks all the time. And also in my What I Eat in a Day videos, I share tons of meal ideas, snack ideas, and all of that. I honestly should probably do an updated snack video because I have been trying out some new ones that I've been really loving. Moving on to tip number 3, and this is how to avoid making unhealthy choices. Obviously, when you're at home, it's so much easier to do that, but not if you don't bring it into your home in the first place. It's way better to have healthier alternatives in your home because you're obviously going to eat whatever is easily accessible to you. So if those are your only options, then what are you going to choose, you know? Whereas if you only have unhealthy options in your kitchen, then what is really going to stop you from eating that? You're just going to be like, oh, I really shouldn't eat that. And that's just like torture. I couldn't handle that. I would totally end up eating it, and that's totally fair. But that's why it's important to make sure that you have healthy foods that are available to you. And it's also a really good idea to leave like fruit out on your counter so that you can see it whenever you're hungry and you're like, oh, like I'm just gonna grab that as a snack. And as you start eating healthier and healthier, you'll find that you start craving healthy food way more than you ever did, because it's all about like your taste buds adjusting to the foods that you're eating. So obviously if you're only fueling it on healthy foods, your body's only gonna crave that. But once you switch it up, it's gonna be vice versa. So now this is a really great tip if you're trying to improve your water intake. I know drinking enough water is a big struggle for a lot of people, and I'm not perfect either. I have my good days and my bad days. Luckily, you do get a lot of water from the foods you eat. So if you're eating more fruits and veggies, you'll get a lot of water there. But another good way to get some in is to make it a goal to drink a glass of water before every single meal. I personally just have my water bottle with me at all times. So So I am constantly drinking it before and during my meals. By drinking water with your meals, you're actually gonna give your body enough time to send signals to your brain to let you know that you're full. So without it, your body just doesn't have enough time to process that it's full, and you'll just keep eating and eating. We've all been there and done that. You just end up feeling extremely full and uncomfortable. And similar to this, kind of going back to our tip on healthier alternatives, but that is if you are a pop drinker, I would highly recommend that you try swapping it out for sparkling water. It will still have all the fizziness of pop, but without all of the calories. Obviously, it's not gonna taste the same. I'm not gonna lie to you here, but you will start to enjoy it more and more as you drink it, because it is an acquired taste, just like many other things like coffee, alcohol. I can't really think of anything else, but there is other things that just require you to have it more and more to like it. So even though you may need to try sparkling water several times to actually enjoy it, I promise it will be so worth it so that you can step away from drinking pop. Sorry, I just want to address something really quick before I get into tip number 5, and that is to please be patient with yourself during all of this. I know I'm giving you all of these tips and I'm like, change this, change that, and it's just not gonna happen overnight. That's not how a fitness journey works. It is a lifelong journey. It's just about making small improvements every day where you can, and no matter how many times you fall off track, you just get right back on and keep moving forward. So yeah, that is what I want to say. Moving on, this is a really helpful tip if you have a very busy schedule, and that is the reason that you find it so hard to eat healthy, because you just have very long days and then you come home, you're exhausted. I can't even imagine cooking. My tip for you is to make bigger batches of your food. This isn't necessarily meal prepping, but you could obviously do that. I personally don't, but you definitely could. I just like to make bigger batches of my meals sometimes, and that way I have leftovers for the next few days that I can eat. It just makes it super easy if you're really tired and you really don't want to cook. You just pull that leftover out, heat it up, whatever, and you're good to go. It may even be a good idea to cut up your fruit and veggies ahead of time, like I said, on the weekend when you have more time, just so that when you do need to cook, you can just quickly grab those things, toss them into your meal, and not have to do so much prep work. So yeah, this is just a great way to help you stay on track with eating healthy for those tough times when you are just so exhausted and really don't feel like cooking. Whoops, my camera died, but we are back and ready for our bonus tip, tip number 6. I hope you stuck around for this one, and that is to make it fun. So what I mean by this is that you can cook with your friends, your significant other, or even your parents, and just have a really good time. When I cook with my boyfriend, we love to light a candle, turn on some good music, and just really set the vibe. It's just a really great way to spend some quality time with someone. But even if you're by yourself, you can still set those same vibes. Or I personally like to turn on a podcast, a movie, or a TV show that I'm watching and just have that in the background. It just really helps pass the time and makes it a little more fun. Another great way to keep it fun is by switching up your meals. This is something, if you've been watching my channel for a while, that you know that I do every few weeks. I'm always switching up my meals and trying out new ones. It just personally helps me stay interested in eating healthy. Otherwise, I just get super bored. I can't eat the same things all the time. So please make sure to check out my What I Eat in a Day videos. I have so many great recipes in there, and I'm constantly sharing new recipes in my vlogs as well. So they're just always popping up in my videos. So definitely make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, if you need lots of meal ideas, because I have an endless amount of them. I really hope these tips can help you start living the lifestyle that you want. But seriously, eating healthy helps me feel so much more confident and energized, and it's just something that I value a lot and helps me feel like my best self. There is no better time to start than right now. You just need to start somewhere, and you will learn as you go. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.